Good afternoon, family. Today is the day that the Most High has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Today, I want to talk about sitting in the car. I'm having a blessed and highly favored day, but I want to talk about, well, I don't want to talk about, the Spirit put on my heart to talk about young Dolph. And young Dolph, he was more than an artist. He was, he was a man that the Most High loved from his character and from his assignment here on earth and what he was called to do on the earth. Young Dolph had a mission and he understood his assignment. He understood that he was here to show artists a better way, to show them that they don't have to bow down to money. They can create their own with their gifts and talents. All they need is the wisdom on how to go about doing it. So, people talk about Tupac. And I go off of the character of a person and what they showed on here on this earth. Yeah, Tupac, he spoke about wisdom and different things, but young Dolph is the greatest that ever lived to this point in the rap stages of what he represented and how he showed love and gave back to his people, how he conduct business, how he cared for people, how he wasn't willing to sell out for money because he knew his worth. I'm not here to argue anything. I'm here to just give you something to think about, because I need you to think about young Dolph as a person. And the crazy part is I never knew him until the murder. I never knew him until it made me, for so many people, to love him, like Yeshua, Yahushua, Jesus. He's so talked about now that he's not here. Then I didn't know him until after what happened. See, the thing about the Most High is you the angels that he put here on this earth. And I'm not calling him an angel. I'm talking about he's divine from his being before the foundation of this world. He just was completing his assignment at a divine time. And a lot of people don't understand that. But he showed you how to build. We're in a process phase of stop selling yourself to the devil and to the things of the enemy, and know your worth. You have to know your worth. You have to know who the Most High created you to be. Young Dolph, this man, how he did things, how he handled situations, how his thinking process on the people that he came into contact with, and why he dealt with them and why he didn't deal with them. The blessing and wisdom. See, I come to know him as this great king in every aspect, in how he carried himself, and how he was a blessing in people's life. How he passed the mantle. How he you when you hear about him, you hear about the good and great things that he's done. He bought, they said, over 100 properties. He wasn't signed to nobody. He showed you it might not came by the means of I don't know. But you can take a thing and make it a blessing. How he was a blessing in people's lives. What he did, how he did it, what he stood for. It says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children, for his children's children. Over 100 properties. He was a blessing. He gave. He was a giver. You got people talking about it. That's why the city loves him. They love him for a reason. I'm not against Yo Gotti or nobody like that, but when I see a gift from God, I recognize it. And when you interfere with a gift from God, you hinder your own blessings. You hinder your own blessings. Now, we talk about a lot of things on these different platforms, like TikTok, Facebook, all of those. These are platforms that are made for, it's like a one-stop shop. You can get information. You can build. It'll build you up. It can also tear you down if you listen to the wrong things. It'll show you the right way. It'll show you the wrong way, and it'll give you a choice to choose which way you want to go. It shows you not to be nobody's idol, but only be a sister or brother to help someone carry someone's burden from what your experiences are. When you go on these platforms and you cried, if you hurt and you're in pain, it's somebody that's been through that same thing you've been through that's willing to come on there and comment in your comment to help you. And vice versa. If they got something you need and they're in a space where they are righteously got there, they'll show you how to get there. Not in their way, but in your own way. I can show you how to skip, but you ain't going to skip the same way I do. You will skip, but it'll just be in your own unique way. Young Dolph was a blessing. It's no need for nobody to sell their soul to the record industry, for rappers or anybody. Like he showed you a way. He showed you he didn't take that. I don't know how many millions I did know at a point, but I was like, it didn't matter. 22 million, 12 million, whatever they offered him. He said no to it. No. No. Some people like to do it the hard way. You respect the hustle when you had to go out there and grind and get it from the mud without skipping steps. It's a blessing in not skipping steps. It is. On any of these platforms, they show you how to do what's right and what's wrong. It's up to you to choose which path you will take. It's up to you to choose. I don't know. It's a blessed thing. But a person can take a blessing and turn it into a curse. It says it in the word. Deuteronomy 28, it'll tell you all the things. That can make the blessing a curse. You choose life or death, which one you will eat from. You have to choose that. Young Dolph was down here to show you a way. He led by example. It's no way that nobody after they come to the knowledge of who young Dolph was should be selling their soul to any industry. Because if you do, that's on you. The Most High showed you. He gonna hold you accountable because he showed you the way and you rejected it. You rejected it like Yeshua. Yeshua was here to show the way. You rejected him. Crucified him. You crucified young Dolph. You got to be held accountable for that. I want you to compare Tupac to young Dolph. Yeah, Tupac sold all these albums and records. What did they teach you? He sold albums and records. But young Dolph gave you a path. He showed you a way. The more that I learn about him, the more I love him. I love him as a brother. I love him as a father. I love him as a man of the Most High. You don't have to go about saying Bible scriptures and nothing like that. His actions showed you who he represented. And some people, he smoked weed, he did this and that. Okay, listen. What? I smoked it too. And weed from the earth, the pure form of it, is a herb. It came on this earth. He put it on this earth. It's a herb. It cures a lot of things. And it can balance out a person living on this earthly realm in their head, in the spiritual realm. It balances them out. It levels them out. because you be on the earthly realm looking at the earthly things, and on the spiritual realm you're in a higher vibration that you need something to level you out. You can't continuously walk and be in an earthly realm and being in a spiritual realm, and it kind of, it don't throw you off, but it kind of, you need you need something to bring you balance. And not saying that everybody knew, hey, you'll see some stuff in the spiritual realm and you will be like, and try to come down here and live and focus, and you have to stay grounded. And regular weed, I ain't talking about marijuana. Marijuana is the thing that they put in the weed and made it all this and this and all that. No, I'm talking about the natural weed, grass. You remember they used to call it old school grass back in the day? That's what I'm talking about. It balances you. It don't do all this crazy stuff that they spraying on the marijuana, doing all this different stuff, everything like that. You had to know it was a catch-22 when they start legalizing it. So let's not talk about it's a difference between weed and marijuana. Know that. The marijuana that they got out here now is making people like zombies. They can't function without it. No, we don't do you like that. Regular. It don't do you like that. It don't. So let's not talk about what somebody, the Most High, He will use anybody if they're obedient and they're walking upright. If you just willing, He'll use you. So look at the character of who young Dolph was. That's why people are going so hard for him. You don't take a good person out of this earth like that. Why would you? You have to be rotten to do something like that. Why would you want to? That's what the earth is missing, the good. The good on earth, the salt of the earth. That's what he was. We are the salt of the earth. We are the goodness of in righteousness in him, the Most High, whether you knew who his father was or not. And know that you can't kill nothing. Just know that part right there. So I want you guys, anybody who come across, just go and research him. Research him. Research the character of him, his wife, his children. Research them. And I'm not speaking about her because I don't know her that well. But it has to be a reflection of him. The Most High been dealing with me, with him, for a while now. And today was the day that he wanted me to let you guys know who his son was. The things, the characteristics of his son is like his father. He only did what his father did. His father was a blessing. That's what he do. He bless. He educate. He did everything so you can have abundant life. Live it more abundantly. You don't have to sell nothing. And selling your soul is not all, devilish or whatever. It's you tying yourself to something that steals from you. It's in the word. It said he comes out but steal, kill, and destroy. If it's stealing from you, it's the devil. He didn't bind himself to a contract. He is a contract. He got a contract with the Most High to come out here and live abundantly. Know that. So he wanted me to come here and speak on behalf of his son to let you guys know who his son is. Not was, is. I'm not in a dispute about paper route and that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm talking about his son and what he stood for. He don't have me talking about them. So I'll let you guys go. This was a divine time, a divine message on behalf of my father for his son. He gave me a message, and I'm a truth speaker. And he wanted me to speak. And he wanted this message to be a blessing to you, as it was a blessing to me. So, let this word be a blessing to you. And I pray that you guys continue to have a blessed and highly favored day. Thank you.